What's up, YouTube? This is me, Asian Dave, aka Fanatical for Jesus, aka Don Way, aka David Chu. I'm just coming to you real quick. I want to talk about a topic that um has been on my mind the past couple days. It's a topic that when I was at SJW, I would have been completely for, but looking back on it and thinking more deeply about the issue, I can no longer support. And that issue, as you can see from the title, is about diversity within the media and our society at large. The thing is, like it's definitely I'm against diversity. I mean, yeah, if there's a couple black people or a couple Asian people or a couple, and it just so happens to have be a good story with good acting, I'm for that. But lately, from what I've been noticing, is that in a lot of movies and TV shows, directors pretty much give up on the idea of a good story for the sake of just getting as many black characters and as many Asian characters and as many gay characters as they can into the movie or TV show. And that's why I'm against diversity. It's just ridiculous if you ask me. People want to say, oh um, it's so you can have someone you can identify with. Look, I don't identify with someone who's Asian just simply because they're Asian. Like I'm not gonna say, oh, I identify with their experiences because they're an Asian on the screen. No, I identify with people who think like I do. So then people who think like I do could be black people, could be white people, could be Asian people, could be Hispanic people. Like that's who I identify with. I don't identify just because they put an Asian person up on the screen. Like I'm not just gonna automatically identify with them simply because they're Asian. They could, for all I know, the Asian person on the screen could be like an Asian drug dealer. I'm not a drug dealer, so how the fuck am I gonna be able to identify with him as being a drug dealer when I'm not a drug dealer myself? And see, that's the thing. Like, people just automatically assume that black people and Asian people and Hispanic people are like this huge monolith, and that depending on what group you're in, like you're exactly the same as everybody else in that group. Like, I don't think that's how people are. People are not a monolith. You cannot judge us based off of the fact that you're Asian, black, Hispanic, or even gay. Not all gay people are the same. I mean, I'm pretty sure Milo Yiannopoulos probably will not be able to identify with another gay person on the screen who's ultra liberal. Like I'm just saying, Milo Yiannopoulos would not identify with that person. And even though they're both gay, but they won't see eye to eye on certain things. Like, I feel like diversity has ruined Hollywood. Because, like, Hollywood is so focused. At one time, Hollywood was focused on the content of the material they were giving out for us to watch. But nowadays, Hollywood's no longer concerned with the content of whatever they're putting out for us to watch. And now they're just concerned with meeting a quota, saying, okay, we need to have this many black people in, we need to have this many Asian people in, we need to have this many gay people in, and that's all they're concerned about. I mean, like for instance, the movie Black Panther was literal garbage. Yes, I said it, and I know that's gonna piss off a lot of people in my fan base. I don't care. The movie Black Panther was garbage. It was horrible. It was it wasn't the worst movie out there, but it was really bad. Like it was really bad. I even watched it twice because the first time I wasn't really paying attention, so I thought I missed some things. So I watched it a second time, and no, I didn't miss anything. It just was really bad. Like it was really bad. Like, and you would think that a movie that got so much hype before it came out, you would think that movie would be superb. You would think that movie would be excellent. It was trash. It was trash. That's what it was. Like, and it's all because they were more concerned about making this a movie about black people and getting an all-star cast of, not an all-star cast, but getting a cast full of black people. Like, I think there was only one white person in the movie. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. There could be more than one white person, but like there was only one white main character, I think. But they were so focused on getting an all black cast that they weren't focused on the content of the movie itself. And this is what's going on with a lot of movies nowadays. Like, Hollywood is no longer concerned with getting actual good actors to play certain roles. I mean, for instance, like, it's no secret that I'm a big fan of the Flash TV show, and one of my biggest gripes about the Flash TV show is the fact. I mean, it's not that Iris West is black in the show. Iris West is black. I have nothing against that. Like, Iris in the comic books is white. They changed her to a black woman. I have no problem with that. However, what I do have a problem with is the way they have written her character. Like, the way those screenwriters have written her character, I think is messed up. I think that she's a useless character. The way the writers have wrote her character, like, and I think that they only hired her to act in the role that she's in is because she's a black woman. They didn't look. They don't care about content. They just wanted to hire a black woman just to show, just so they could virtue signal to the rest of the world. See, the Flash is woke. The Flash is like pretty much the Flash is for black people. That's exactly what the whole point of them hiring a black woman and her dad's black too, and her brother's black. That was the whole reason why they hired black people in the show, is to show that the Flash is woke. Like, and then even in Arrow, and that's another DC TV show that I like. Even in Arrow, they show a black guy who's also gay. So now Arrow can say, "Oh, we're super woke," because now we have a black gay character, so we're super woke. And it's like it's just exhausting. Like, it really is. It's just really exhausting. Like, I've seen other TV shows and movies. It'll take me literally the rest of the night just to go through every single TV show and movie that I ever seen that shows that has like that has that has poor acting, but the people wanted to meet a quota instead of caring about the content of their show or movie. Oh, a movie that was another movie that was garbage. I mean, this movie was a B-rated movie, anyways. But like Baby Boy, I don't know if you ever heard of that movie, but that movie was little garbage. And that's another movie that has an all-black cast. Like, they were only focused on making a black cast than they were about making um content, like making good content for us to watch. Like, it's just ridiculous. Now, the thing is, I mean, this takes me into the whole issue about affirmative action. As you know, I'm against affirmative action. I've always been against affirmative action because the thing is, affirmative action is is racist. To say we're gonna allow certain groups of people in this college because of the color of their skin, that's racist. It's condescendingly racist towards blacks because it's saying blacks can't do well enough. Blacks can't do as well in studying as Asians and whites, so we had to condescend to them and let them in like, because we just have to let them in because they can't do as well as Asians and whites. That's how it's condescendingly racist towards blacks and Hispanics. But at the same time, it's also racist against white people because it's pretty much discriminating, saying if you're white, you don't qualify for any programs to come into our school. And like, when it comes to jobs, like, affirmative action for jobs, it should not go to the person who has a certain skin color. It should go to the person who is the best qualified for that job. Like if a black person and a white person goes to the same job, and the white person is more qualified, then the white person should get the job. But like, if the black person has a problem with that, well then maybe he should go back to school and get himself qualified so he can get that same job. Like, but if there is an employer out there who is specifically discriminating against black people or Hispanic people or even Asian people, and they're only hiring white people, then I'd say that's a lawsuit. Like, I mean, but at the same time, why would you want to work for an employer like that to begin with? I mean, I'm just saying, wouldn't you want him to be exposed? Like, that's all I'm saying. It reminds me of one time when I was living in this small town. I was job hunting. I went and I walked into a Family Dollar, and like I asked for a job application. She gave the lady at the front counter gave me an application. I took it home. I filled it out. Then I came back and turned it in. And then like a week or so later, I came in to check up on it, and she was like, "No, we're not hiring." No, she said that the manager hasn't seen your application yet. So I was like, okay, and I left. And a couple more days later, I came back and I asked about my application, and the lady was like, "Want me to be honest with you?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." And she said, "The manager here never hires men." And I was like, "Whoa." Like, if I would have known what I know now, like, I would have filed a lawsuit. Well, I don't know if I could. I'd have to hire, like I don't have the money for a lawyer. But I would have at least tried, because that's discrimination. So yeah, if you're a minority and you ever come across someone who is legitimately discriminating against you because of the color of your skin, then you should take them to court. But I mean, at the same time, why would you want to work with someone like that? That's what I thought about that manager at Family Dollar. I was like, why would I want to work for someone that's going to not hire me because I'm a man? Like it just makes no sense. Like I would want to work for someone I could respect. Anyway, so I think diversity and what you would call it, affirmative action are all bullshit. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I really want to get you guys' thoughts on these two issues, and let me know what you guys think. And as always, don't forget to rate and subscribe. Have a good day. God bless you, and deuces.